Alright, we're gonna see if you can get pro level results with nothing but free plugins for mixing. So this is gonna be a metal riff that I put on loop. It's a riff from a Silosis song that I'm covering. I figured it would be a good test for a metal mix. So I usually start with the drums and the bass when mixing a song. So the drums here are this Metal Tone Ultimate Heavy drums. They sound really good. Doesn't really need a lot of tweaking for a mix ready drum sound. So that's that. The bass without anything processing. Doesn't sound bad. So this SKYBREAKER from Modern Music Solutions is a free plugin for bass, and it sounds really good just with that on. That is what we're looking for. Other than that, some EQs. This is a free EQ in Reaper. It's similar to Pro Q3. I mean, I have a bunch of FabFilter and Universal audio plugins and stuff, but I think you can get in the same ballpark using the free Reaper plugins, and then like this SKYBREAKER, that plugin's great. Some of this other stuff, all of the plugins from this Analog Obsession are free, and they're really cool. There's a bunch of stuff. So there's some compression and some EQ that gets added to the bass. Bring the drums in. Definitely working. Alright, let's bring the guitars in without any EQ or anything first. Not too bad. I mean, if you focus on dialing in a good bass sound, bass tone, and then track really good takes, that's like half of the work right there. I mean, for the guitars, cleaning up some mid-range, some of the harsh top end, removing some super low end, making room for the bass guitar. So with that on, and this is another cool one, Analog Obsession, one of their free plugins called Rare, which is their version of like a Pultec style EQ, which is really cool. You can use it to make things bigger, brighter. Like, it's just a really like pleasing EQ to use, and it gets you away from like the other one. It's kind of like Pro Q3 with the response graph. Kind of gets you away from looking at the frequencies instead of just twisting knobs and using your ears. So sometimes that's a good thing to do. The guitars don't sound bad without it. sound that much better with that EQ on it. I mean, that's pretty much it. It was tracked with Kemper profiles of PV6505 1992 original that I had. I made a bunch of profiles of it before I sold it. Really awesome amp. I use profiles of that a lot, and the profile packs for that are on sale at the SKYBREAKER studio store. Other than that, more of the Analog Obsession compressor, another one of the Pultec EQs. Some really subtle stuff EQ wise. And then I always run a clipper into a limiter as the last two things, just so you can get it super loud. Yeah, limiter, smashing everything and making it loud. So without those on, it doesn't sound bad. These are subtle little things here, but when they're on, and that's pretty much it. That mix would work for the rest of the song too. All free stuff, and it sounds really, really good in the end. So you don't need to spend tons of money on FabFilter and Universal Audio. And I mean, that stuff's really great, and I have that stuff and I use it too, but you can still get awesome results with totally free plugins.